You're watching Eyewitness News with Keith Radford, Joanna Viseri, Chief Meteorologist Aaron Minkowski, and Sports Director Jeff Russo.
For only the second time in history, U.S. astronauts embarked on a Christmas Eve spacewalk this morning. NASA astronauts Rick Mastriaccio and Michael Hopkins left the International Space Station for 7.5 hours to install a new ammonia pump on the station's cooling system. Mission Control radioed that it was, quote, the best Christmas ever.
Now here's an example of some good things happening right here in Western New York. A local volunteer group that does charity construction work is hoping to open a facility to serve parts of northern Pennsylvania. But the option to purchase property for the operation is running out on December 31st, and now the group's hopes the community's generosity will save the deal. Channel 7's Ed Riley has that story.
The Christian Youth Corps has become so successful in Western New York that they have now been asked to expand into Bradford, Pennsylvania. The volunteer group would like to use this building behind me to create a new empowerment center. But there's a problem. They only have until the end of the year to raise money to pay for it.
We got to raise $45,000, and we've already raised 15 of it, and we've got 45 to go, so it's not unreasonable.
Based out of Delavan in Cattaraugus County, the Christian Youth Corps, or CYC, works to bring together teenage volunteers, train professional mentors, and donated home supplies to help people like 88-year-old Betty Lee Mason.
The roof being so bad, I put one ceiling in after the other, and it just kept falling right out.
2 years ago, the Bradford woman, who was blind, was living alone in a house that was partially collapsed, had no heat, and animals like raccoons would come inside through holes in the wall.
And when he saw me, he growled at me.
The CYC heard about Betty's plight, and after doing what amounted to a $40,000 remodeling and repair job, turned her home from intolerable to livable. And best of all, because Betty had very little money, all the work was done for free.
What everybody says is beautiful. All I can say is praise God.
And that is the secret to the CYC's success, getting young people to learn a trade and perform construction work to help others.
And the kids take these to their heart, and that becomes part of them. This is my community.
Here in Western New York, the group has worked with hundreds of youth on nearly 1,000 projects over the past 10 years. And some were high profile, like work done for ABC's Extreme Makeover and the country's oldest living conjoined twins in Ohio.
This has been such a wonderful thing to see it blossom and see the kids, their lives changing.
Thanks to companies like Home Depot, over $1 million in supplies have been used for projects for the needy and for the benefit of the community.
Because the ones who are out there helping, they couldn't go to the store and buy this stuff.
That's why people in the Bradford area want the CYC to expand here.
There's nothing to do for a youth in the area, so it gives them a great opportunity for them to be empowered.
Plans call for turning this 3-story building on Main Street into a combination supply showroom and training facility.
This warehouse here is going to be an exact duplicate of what we did up in Arcade, and that helped thousands of people throughout the community, throughout Western New York.
But the clock is ticking, and the group that does so much to help others is now hoping that the community will help them raise the funds necessary to make this building a new home for their Bradford operations.
To a lot of people, say, you're crazy. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
More information about the CYC is available by clicking on news links at WKBW.com. Ed Riley, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
And if there are good things happening in your neighborhood, we want to hear about it. Send us an email to goodthings@WKBW.